Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
We're set now on 2nd down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Allen Bailey able to get him for a loss of about 3. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. A run right side. It's Gore. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here we go. 1, 9.
On first down, it's Gore. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Second down, Brissett. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Allen Bailey able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Play action, Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Second down following the run. Now it's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sherman. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Smith with a give to Hunt. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
To throw on second down is Smith. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter play. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Gun, Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing on third down, Smith. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Now Hunt looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Smith. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And this is going to be intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
A second down throw for Brissett. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Brissett sets to throw it. He's got Gore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Allen Bailey in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now on second down, this is Gore. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Here's Smith now on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 1st and 10, Smith. To the right side, it's Kelsey. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hairston. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Brissett to throw on first. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. gun, Brissett. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Come on, let's go.
Play action now. Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They run again with Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Time for a break. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They go play action here on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jonathan Hankins in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded inside the 5. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. All right, you ready to go on a tangent with me here real quick?
Let's go. Let's go.
We were discussing off air the top 5 picks in the 2016 draft. Boy, those guys are having good seasons, aren't they?
They really nailed that one, didn't they? And you go right to the top because Jared Goff, many people wanted to call a bust last year. Oh, no, not at all. The Rams are 6-2, and he's playing awfully well as their quarterback. Carson Wentz continues to ascend in Philadelphia. Joey Bosa, not many people blocking him out there in L.A., that's for sure. Zeke's still the premier running back in the league. And Jalen Ramsey is a shutdown corner playing with a lot of aggressiveness. But I think it's also a deep draft. Jordan Howard was a 5th-round pick, right? Dak Prescott, a 4th-round pick, right? I mean, we're talking about guys who can flat-out play. And don't forget Tyreek Hill from Kansas City, Mr. Long Distance himself.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty good, too. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Brissett. Throw left side complete. It's Doyle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
Well, they always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. That one goes for 24 yards. Now it's Hunt, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
They go play action to Hunt. Now Smith, eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Play action. It's Smith. couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now a play fake here on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Benny Logan able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Second down now after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got room to run past the 20. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now Brissett. Caught left side by Hilton. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he's got Moncrief. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go.
To throw, Brissett. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. He's at the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. On play action, Brissett. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it here with Hunt. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Ten yards still left on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second down, Brissett. A dump off here for Gore. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. It's Gore, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Desperation throw deep downfield and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Colts on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go. Man 38.
He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Here's Hunt. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's got room. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.